Well, hello there! I actually have, for the first time ever, a video that is fully dedicated to a survival time-lapse. This time, we are building on the Evermoor SMP, which is a very small SMP for content creators, and I know I haven't been making videos on it. That's because I've been working on this time-lapse video. And I'll probably continue doing more videos like this for this SMP as opposed to regular episodes, in addition to streaming, of course. So here is my first time lapse of my jungle base, which I am making on the server, and I hope you enjoy it. Step 1, which is still happening right before your very eyes, is to clear the forest. It took longer than I expected. But it did take longer because I didn't have the greatest tools, probably iron tools for the whole thing. As the time lapse progresses, you also might see my gear start getting better and better because I started off from the very beginning of the server and then worked up to where I am now. All that to say, clearing a forest with iron tools, no fun. I just started with a very rough idea and just started working it out. It ended up being a lot smaller, I will say, than I originally planned, but it still turned out good, and maybe that's a good thing because if I had made it bigger, that means this video would have taken 2 or 3 times as long. And I know you guys don't have the patience for that, and neither do I, so here we are. Enjoy watching the rest of this time-lapse, I hope it inspires you, and at the end of the video, I will give you a quick tour of the base. Alright, now that we're done with that time lapse, we can do a quick walkthrough of the whole thing. And we're going to start here in the portal room, right behind the waterfall in the front. Which looks very dark with these shaders on, but we're going to keep them on because the rest of the build looks awesome with them. It's also a little place where if I wanted to hide my boats, if I were using boats, I could just hide them in here underneath this waterfall, which is kind of cool. We step out and then we've got our stairs on either side of this, and you can just walk through here with ease, or you should be able to. There's some slabs down there to keep you from falling too far into the water. Then you go up these stairs, and we have our little waterways that go to the waterfall in the end. And then of course we have our giant walkway that goes up to the panther head. Let me see. There really isn't much to this base other than the pillars on the sides and then the little farms on the ends. So, yep, there's not much here. None of these farms are automated except for the cactus farm, which is right past the sugarcane. It's just a teeny tiny automated cactus farm with a few cacti and oh, one piece of dirt. I did add this strip of soul sand down the center, so if you had soul speed boots, you could walk down here really fast. Saves you a lot of time. Of course I have an elytra too, but if you wanted to save rockets. Going inside, we also have our storage room in here. Now this is going to look really dark with the shaders, but we have lots of storage. Actually, I hope I have enough storage, to be honest. My little enchanting area back here. Just some random workstations all around. And we've got more over here. Back here is another section. And here are some unassigned storage spaces, which I'm sure will be assigned sometime soon. We've got our brewing station. And this little area here is going to be a continuation of the base eventually, but it's going to be quite a while before I get to that. Upstairs we have some trees. If I wanted to farm some trees, this is a nice flat area where I can do that, as well as some pandas. This is a lazy panda. He likes to sit on his back and play all day long. Actually, he has not moved from that spot for the longest time. Underneath the base is just a bunch of pillars supporting this giant platform, as well as a bunch of leaves all over the ground to spawn-proof it. Not much down here, but it does look really neat with shaders. And that's pretty much this jungle base. It took me about a month or so just casually building it. I would say collecting the blackstone is probably the most tedious part of the entire thing, but I think it was worth it. I think it looks really nice in this jungle biome with the darker blocks. There's still some modifications to be done and some additions to be added to this base, but I hope for what it is right now, it was able to inspire you and give you some ideas for your own base, or whatever creative build you might have planned. So this is your inspiration for the day, you're welcome. I will see you again sometime. Bye!